Welcome to Spring LIB.
For part A, if we have a function f of x equals x plus 1 over x minus 2, and for part B, if we have the function 5x over x minus 3, we want to identify the vertical, horizontal, slant asymptotes. So let's start with the vertical asymptotes. Vertical asymptotes occur when you're dividing by 0. And so for the first function, if x is 2, we'd be dividing by 0, so x equals 2 is the vertical asymptote. In part B, it's 3. The horizontal asymptote is analyzed by the degrees of the numerator and denominator. When they're the same, you just simplify the leading coefficient, which would be 1 over 1, which is 1. If the degree is higher in the denominator, then it's 0. If it's higher in the numerator, it doesn't exist. Since the degrees are both 1 in part B, we would reduce 5 over 1, which is 5, so y equals 5 is the horizontal asymptote. The slant asymptote occurs when the degree in the numerator is exactly 1 more than the denominator. This doesn't exist for either of these because the degrees are the same. Let's take a quick look at their graphs. X plus 1 over x minus 2. We've got that vertical asymptote at 2 and a horizontal asymptote at 1. The second one, 5x over x minus 3. There we go. We've got our vertical asymptote at 5. Excuse me. We have our vertical asymptote at 3. Yeah, that's more centered. And our horizontal asymptote at 5. We can see these visually. If we graph x equals 3 and y equals 5, you can see how the curve fits within those parameters.